Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be piercings I wouldn't get. Now it's kind of my version, I guess, of the body modifications I wouldn't get tag video that's kind of popular in the body modification part of YouTube. I think that video is fine. I like those kinds of videos, but I don't really show any other kind of body modifications except for piercings. I mean, I guess I could do videos about my tattoos. If you guys wanted that, I only have 2 tattoos though, so there's not that many videos I could do with my tattoos. So I just thought it'd be fun for me just to share with you guys piercings I wouldn't get. Now, before I get into it, let me just say, just because I think I would probably never get these piercings doesn't mean I think there's anything wrong with these piercings. It's just my personal opinion. For my body, a lot of these piercings I love on other people, but just me personally, not so much. Alright, so let's start with the face. I would have to say I would probably never get any sort of eyebrow piercing. In the past, when I was younger, I definitely wanted them, or wanted one, I mean, but now I just think it would look a little ridiculous on me and not that great. I love it on a lot of other people, but just not myself. The next one would probably be my bridge, which is right there. I could have never seen myself with that piercing. Moving down, I wouldn't probably get any like high nostril piercings, which they're just nostril piercings, but they're just higher up. And they look really, really great on a lot of people, but I just think that my face isn't really made for a whole bunch of facial piercings. Otherwise, if I thought that, the high nostrils would look good on me, I probably would at least get them, or one of them, but I don't think they would. And then, keeping with the theme of the nose, I wouldn't get my septum pierced. For the longest time, I wanted my septum pierced, like, on and off, but I wanted it for years. But I just don't think I have, like, the right kind of nose, and if I should have to hide it, I don't think my nose shaped the proper way for me to be able to hide it, because if I turn to the side, I don't know how well you guys will be able to see, right here sticks out further than like my nostrils. So I think that would be very obvious that I had a septum in there. But yeah, I wanted that piercing for a very long time, but I think I'm finally getting over wanting it. Alright, so another one I probably would not get is the Monroe piercing, which is, I believe it's on this side, and then I think its counterpart would be the Madonna, I've heard. I don't know, but it's on this side. I probably wouldn't get any part of my upper lip pierced. Just goes back to me not liking that look on myself. And with the whole like mouth, I definitely don't have any plans to get any lip piercings in the future. You guys know I recently took out my lip piercing. You guys can kind of see the little hole right there. Because I was having some of the gum on my tooth that it was rubbing up against was like receding, so I just had to take it out. So probably I would say I probably wouldn't get like any sort of like lip piercings, like angel bites, snake bites. Alright, moving on to the ears. Now there's definitely not a lot of ear piercings I wouldn't get. I love like having like a bunch of ear piercings. I don't know, I just like love that look. So I probably, though, there are 2 that I know of that I would not get, and the first one is called an anti-tragus, which, okay, like you guys see, I have my tragus pierced. I said tragus, didn't I? Just like a second ago, tragus. That I've never called it tragus, wow. But yeah, I have my tragus right here pierced. So an anti-tragus is this little part right there. So right across from it. I wouldn't ever get that pierced. I like how it looks, but just like with how my ears are shaped, getting headphone buds in and out would be like horrendous, and I just wouldn't want to mess with it. And the next one I wouldn't get is an industrial piercing. Now, I've talked about how I really wanted one back in the day, and I looked up how to take care of them, all this stuff, and I found out like what a real pain in the ass they are and how long they take to kill, and they're just like, you really, really have to baby them, and they're just a real pain in the ass. So moving on to the body, I would just start by saying I probably wouldn't get my nape pierced, which is like the back of your neck. I really, really like love how that looks. I think it's such a beautiful, kind of unique piercing, but I have long hair and I have no plans on cutting my hair. I'm actually just trying to grow it out, and it's It's been growing a lot recently. So I just know that it would get caught in my hair and it would be like just such a hassle. And I really don't know too much about nape piercings, but I would imagine since it's more of a surface piercing that like the migration rejection rate is probably a lot. I don't think it would be a piercing that would actually take and you could just keep it in there for however long you want. So I just wouldn't want to mess with it or attempt it. I guess if I had like shorter hair and I wanted to do shorter hair, I would probably honestly try to get it. Alright, the next piercing is one that I wanted so incredibly bad. Ever since I saw one video here on YouTube. This was like way back in the day. I think I was either in middle school or I was like a little freshman in high school, around there. I was pretty young. And I saw a video here on YouTube of this girl getting her hips pierced. And I just fell in love. I like loved how it looked. I thought it was so cool. It was so different. It was so beautiful. But now I just couldn't see myself with it. I do like it when you get the dermals on your hips, and I think that's beautiful too, but it just is such a hassle. I would think it would get in the way, you know, both the dermals and the actual like surface piercing. They both would just get in the way and it would be a hassle, and you know, your clothes would just rub on them, and I just really not for me. But and I think if I were to ever do something like that, I would probably just get dermals rather than an actual piercing, just because, you know, it's a surface piercing and the, you know, migration rejection rate on surface piercings are, you know, pretty high, so I just wouldn't want to deal with that. Alright, and another one that I've seen kind of become a little bit more popular, which I think it's a cool piercing, I honestly do, and that is getting your wrist pierced. Now, I love, honestly, like, I fucking love how it looks. I think it's like so cool looking. I really love it. But I think it just goes back to kind of like with the hip thing. It would get in the way. Like, you know, it would get caught on stuff. It would, you know, that's not a place that's, you know, really meant to get pierced. So I think it would definitely like migrate out. And another thing, I probably wouldn't get like any dermals on my fingers. I think it's a pain in the ass as well. Like, a lot of these I think I'm probably just not like wanting to get because they're just going to be like a pain in the ass. I already know that. But I've known people who have gotten like dermals on their fingers, and you know, they just, after a while you can forget that they're there and you're off doing stuff and they get ripped out. I don't want that. I think that that's, you know, no, that would just freak me out way too much. Alright, moving lower down the body, I would not get any genital piercing at all. I'm not judging anyone who has genital piercings at all. I just personally, I've never been interested in getting any. I've never really like wanted to. I thought a little bit about getting a Christina piercing, but I kind of outgrew it and I don't really want it. So I'm just not for genital piercings. I know that kind of may surprise some of you because you're like, oh, you have your nipples pierced and you don't. It's not that I'm against genital piercings. For myself, I'm like, no, girl, you don't need them. You don't need any. Oh my gosh, another one I forgot is I would not get any more navel piercings, belly button piercings. No. For those of you who don't know, I have been struggling to get my belly button piercing to heal. This is the third time of me having it, and it just sucks. My body is not built. I don't think, this is my personal opinion, I've never had a piercer tell me like your body's not built to have one. I just feel like my body's not built to have one, but I'm like trying my hardest to like make it happen. So yeah, this is my third time having my just, you know, standard top navel piercing done. And yeah, I just couldn't see myself trying to get like another, you know, like lower bottom, whatever you want to call it, navel piercing. No, I love how they look, but I just know that like my body would not take well to it. So I wouldn't go for, you know, another one. Alright, so that is it for the piercings I would not get. I am sure that there are more that I would not get, but those were the only ones I could think of off the top of my head that were quite common and that people would kind of know what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you guys want me to do the body modification tag video, definitely let me know. I have no problem doing it. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to check the description box for all my social medias and all of my playlists, including my piercing playlist, which just has all my piercing related videos in it. And hopefully you guys check out my next video.